honestly, and my wife's gonna get pissed when she hears this, because whatever. And I look over because I want to see what she's gonna say when I say this. Honestly, in my mind, I've literally had thoughts about if I ever got to the point where I could get monetized, not fucking doing it. She gave me the finger. I've literally thought in more often than not, the side of not monetizing myself often wins over the side of monetizing myself, just because I feel like once you do get monetized, there starts to be people that not necessarily tell you per se what to do, but advise you, if you will, on what you should or shouldn't do, or how you should or shouldn't be, or what you can or can't say, and how you should or shouldn't act. And that's not me, y'all. Like, I am gonna be authentic, and I'm gonna be me, and I'll be fucking damned if I'm gonna let somebody tell me what I should or shouldn't say, or what I should or shouldn't do just to make money, right? Fuck money right in its stupid face. Ooh, I can't even tell y'all how much I hate the fucking idea of money and wealth and monetization and all these fucking awful things that I personally feel so goddamn strongly about, that has ruined humankind. It has ruined our society. It has ruined human nature. Greed and the pursuit of greed and wealth and money and all that awful, terrible shit has ruined kindness, has ruined selflessness. It's again, my personal feeling is that, and I'm not going to disparage anybody that sees money and chases money. I get that we lived, and I've had this conversation with my wife plenty of times, and I've had this conversation with my kids and plenty of other people, that like, I hate money. I fucking do. I hate money so much. I hate that we need it. I hate that it's something that affects our living at all, affects my living, affects my day, affects my mindset. I fucking hate it. I hate that it does. I wish we didn't need it. I wish money was never a thing. I wish it was abolished. I wish it was done with. I wish we didn't base our opinions of people on how much they have and the credit system in America. I could rattle on, I swear to y'all, I could go on and on and on about how it's the money's the root of all evil. It's a saying for a fucking reason. I've always believed it. I will always believe it. But again, I'm not going to disparage anybody, and I'm not going to trash anybody that feels like that's what they need to do, because I'm not naive enough to believe that we don't need it. I get that we need it. I get that you need money to buy groceries. I get you need money to live. I get you need money for rent and for power and water and all these things. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I understand it, and I know that that's something that has to be done. So I'm not going to get upset at somebody for chasing the money to provide that, especially if you have a family, especially if you have kids. I get it. That's what you have to do, because that's what society has deemed that we have to do. I'm just telling you, me personally, fucking pissed off about it. So pissed off about it. Can't fucking stand it. I fucking hate it so much. If I could live like Jack Reacher and never make money and just live off the land and just roam, fuck me, people. That would be the fucking life. That would be that's the kind of the goal, right? Kind of, because I like to have things. I like to have a house. I like to have a roof over my head. I like to have, electricity. I like to have the computer. I like to have the PlayStation. I like all these things, and I know you're calling me a hypocrite right now, and you're being like, yeah, but the money bought you all those things, dumbass. Like, you had to make money to get those things. I understand. I really, really, really do. I just wish it wasn't that way. I wish it was different. I wish it could be closer to how it was shit, closer to how it is with the Amish, you know, and I'm not going to get on a thing about the Amish because I don't really know like how I don't know about the religion, and I don't know how they like their beliefs in all that. I don't know it a lot, and I know it a little bit because we had a big Amish community in Kentucky, and then there's a big Amish community in Michigan where I'm originally from and all that. But like the way that like they help each other and it's a community and like it's a barter system, and the community helps, and like you have a certain set of skills and you can use your skills to help your neighbor, and then your neighbor uses their skills to help you, and like monetaries aren't a big thing with them with the Amish. But some people just live without the necessity of big flashy things and all that stuff. All I'm saying is like there's a certain appeal to it. You know what I mean? There's a certain appeal to it for me. Again, to a certain degree, and I don't know completely how they completely live because I somewhere in my brain I'm kind of remembering that they don't use electricity, possibly because it is run by like the government system. I don't know. I don't want to get into all of it because I don't want to misspeak and get something wrong. But like, I don't want to live without you know, electricity. I don't want to live without, you know, the TVs and electronics and things of that nature. I'm too plugged into them. I'm too big a sports fan to not have a TV to watch sports. I'm too big. You know, my Lions are finally fucking winning. We're going to the NFC Championship game. I'm too big into all that stuff. I'm too big into video games. I'm too big into doing this YouTube stuff. All I'm saying is I wish personally that money didn't have such a big grasp over me, over society, over people, over mankind. You know what I'm saying? That's me, and I'm not getting preachy. I'm just saying that would be my personal belief. That's my personal feeling about it. So the thought of getting monetized, to wrap it all back around again, to wrap it all back up, the thought of getting monetized and having someone tell me what I need or can or can't do, or should or shouldn't do on YouTube, because I am partnered with YouTube. It's a partnership. I know it's a partner program. It's a partnership, and like they get a certain say in what you do, and you know, and for that certain say, they give you a certain amount of money, and I get the whole transaction of it. I'm just not sure that that's who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure that that's what I want to put into this world is you know, chasing the money, chasing the monetization, chasing the monetary value of it, and letting it be less authentic than it should be, and again having hands of people that I don't necessarily know very well, and I'm not 100. I wouldn't be, and I'm sure there are, for the big YouTubers, I'm sure they have people that they trust that they partner with YouTube and with other, you know, social media platforms and things of that. But like, they partner with you, and they're like your liaison, but that's their job. You know what I mean? That's what they're getting paid to do. So they're making money by doing that for you. So in that aspect, that even seems a little disingenuous, you know, a little unauthentic anyway. Like, yes, they might, you know, have your best interests in heart, but because they're getting paid to do it, it's a slippery slope is all I'm saying. They might, you know, they might have a different idea, and they might have a different view than, you know, what the creator's view might be. And for me personally, that's just not a road I think I really want to go down. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a disagreement with someone. You can't do this. Okay. You can't keep saying, and I'm not saying like super, I get that there's things that you can't say, and there's things that are going to get canceled, and there's things that like are taboo. You know what I mean? There's things that just can't be said, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about people that like just cursing in general. You know, I'm trying to think of like the sponsors that just don't like foul language, right? You get sponsored, you got a sponsor that's like, and this happened. It's happened in YouTube. I know it has because I just started YouTube. When I just started doing this a couple years ago, there was a whole thing about like they're cutting down how much cursing you can do in a video, and if you're monetized, then it's really bad, and you can't say a certain amount of words within the first 30 seconds of your video, otherwise it won't get promoted. I don't know if how true any of that is, but again, it's not a avenue I want to go down because I don't want to be told shit. I'm the kind of dude that just doesn't want to not that I don't want to listen to anybody, but like I know what I want, and I know how I want to be, and I know what I want to do, and I don't like a whole lot of people telling me that I can and or can't, if that makes sense. I have a little bit of defiance in me. My wife has diagnosed me with PDA, not public display of affection, but pathological demand avoidance. It's a thing. She looked it up for me. Apparently, that it is very much to the T of who I am as a person, right? You say left, and I say fuck you. I'm going right. No, you have to go left. I don't have to do shit. I'm gonna go right. You know. So that whole going down that path of someone at a YouTube or any other social medias or you know, a sponsor being like, you can't do this, you know, you can't make this video of this game because it's controversial, or not controversial, it's just too gory, or there's too much cursing in it. We're gonna pull our sponsorship from you if you continue to do this. If you don't clean up your language, we're gonna pull our sponsorship. I would tell them to go pull their fucking sponsorship, but that's just, you know, and I'm not saying like I'm argumentative. I'm really not. I'm super chill. I'm super go with the flow. I just don't like to be told what to do. But there's this running joke in amongst my family and amongst my household that if you want me to do anything for you, ask. You ask, and I will literally do anything within my power for anybody that's asking anything of me. Literally, I will. If you tell me, then we got a problem. If you tell me that I have to do something, or something has to be done, or you can't do this, yeah, then we're gonna have an argument. Then we're gonna have a problem. Then I'm gonna go the opposite way and go, what the fuck are you gonna do if I do that thing? You know, and then we're gonna fight, and then we're gonna argue, and then it's gonna turn into a big thing. So yeah, I definitely have that pathological demand avoidance thing to where just ask, you know, just ask, don't tell, you know, don't tell me I'm not doing something, because it boils down to I'm grown, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And I know I say I'm grown, but then I act like a child, but you know, that's just how it goes.